Welcome to Brandverse. The Bitcoin Halving is coming. Brandverse Lunch Hour number 13. I'm Roman Tirone with my co-host Mina Salib. It is April 2nd, 2024. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
Let's go. What's going on, man?
What's up, my dude? It's a little bit early of a start. It's a red day a little bit.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I had daylight savings time at a different time than you have it. In Paris, I have it different than you. So I thought that we were doing the same time, but in reality, it's actually a different time for you, but it's the same time for me.
That's so fun. So a couple weeks ago, I thought we were gonna, because my daylight savings time. So I was like, all right, we'll do 12. So we'll push it back. Wow, I didn't know Europe has daylight savings time at a different time. This is very good to know.
There you go. It's good to know. It certainly is. But Europe doesn't have different prices than we have. So let's make that loud and clear.
Prices are the same. It is red all over the world right now. So
it's red all over the world. You're damn right. I wanted to start today, and I want to hear where you want to take this conversation to. A couple different things. Since we last spoke on Thursday, I had no idea that essentially I was entering a trading binge from Thursday to Sunday or Saturday, Easter Saturday, right? Where you have these meme coin windows. And I want to start with meme coins. Are you cool with that?
Yeah, let's go.
So you have these meme coin windows that open. And I did not expect it to come back to Solana as quickly as it did. I had an inkling. I bought a bunch of BOEM. Take me BOEM tonight. I was hyped on BOEM. And the meme coin Solana frenzy started on Thursday. And BOEM was flat. And so I messed around a little bit. I'm not sure how deep I want to get into it at this moment. We'll talk about it more in the show. But how surprised were you that the pendulum swung so quickly back to a Solana meme coin frenzy like it did?
It's interesting. I don't think we ever left, right? I think it's more of, it seems like there's 3-day swings all the time. Right. And the way I look at base and other ecosystems is those are like my long-term holdings.
Right.
And then these Solana is like my day-to-day thing.
The craps table.
Yeah. It's like you're going to craps and you're just like, you're shooting. And you're gonna hope to make it. You get rugged sometimes. You'll put it on the wrong thing, you'll get the wrong, you'll roll the wrong thing. So
right.
I think ultimately Solana is a day-to-day thing and it can swing. It swings really hard, very quickly. I don't think it really goes anywhere. I think my thesis is unless the bull run is done, there's no need to pull out of positions personally.
Right?
And I'm saying positions that you're convicted on, like even if it's a meme coin, like a whiff.
Right, exactly.
Or like BOEM, you can put in that category. Some of the other ones that we were trading on Thursday, those are not long-term holds, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, it's a good point, and it's like an interesting science. I got a lot of questions. Maybe I'll just talk a little bit about like my round trip here.
Yeah.
So I ended up going in. I'm somebody who has a high tolerance for risk in terms of like I have a lot of confidence in how I've allocated my different positions. I'm not scared of losing as much as I want to win. So it's a delicate balance. So when it got, I basically found Nub quite early. Nub is like a cat coin. Found it, probably about 4x. I 4x'd it quite quickly and felt like a genius in that 24 hours. Then kind of over-rotated into Costco over the weekend, was shaking out a few 30% dips here and there, shook me out, ended up taking it all the way back down. We're talking thousands of dollars here, right? All the way back down. And it was a tough pill to swallow because you have to be cognizant of your dopamine. Like you want to be staring at the charts, watching that green candle go up, right? And then if you sell and your money's still in your wallet, you're kind of like, well, what's next? I want to do that again, right? And that's what's so hard about these meme coin trading frenzies is because when you look on the timeline, it reinforces that there's always another play. So for me, what I took as a learning from that is understanding that the best time to leave the party in this world is when, the cab line is empty, and you can just get and leave very easily, right? You'd rather leave 20% on the table than go down 60%, right? When this meme coin game. So yeah, definitely, dude, it was crazy. I mean, it was just an absolutely gnarly weekend, and it takes a toll on you mentally, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, you're just watching it. It's so fun. And my girlfriend tells me, like, you gotta chill, man. Like, you're dancing, and like I'm always like, take me bone. I come up with like different songs for like different meme coins. I'm running around my house, I'm going crazy. And then, like, my poor mom visits, yesterday. I like wipe out all my gains. I'm just like sitting there at dinner, like, and like I gotta find a level, you know what I mean? I can't just be crazy guy. So anyway, that was my experience with it. But you've been doing amazing on the base side of things. Like, that is an ecosystem I haven't even touched, and it's like there's so much opportunity there right now.
Yeah, base is cool, and I like I'm looking at base as a long-term hold. It's kind of hard to do that, right? When you're up like 5 or 6x or whatever you're up on base. But I do think like the bull case for base is if Coinbase really opens up and makes meme trading an actual viable part of their ecosystem. It's viable right now, but I'm saying they make it easy for mainstream people to start actually trading memes like they would trade Bitcoin or Ethereum,
or even like they would sports bet, right? Like, it's like kind of like
hey,
market share there.
Gamify it, like do all that stuff. Man, this can really fly, right? And for me, that's like, I'm like, okay, I can take a couple winnings here early, or you hold the winner or two,
you dig in.
and you see what happens. You know what I mean? And I do think, like, again, like I read a tweet from Beanie today, and I said this on the last show. Beanie's like one of my top signals in this space. I will say though, like he fluctuates a lot. Like he can tweet something the day before is like super bullish, and then the next day is like, I took all my cards off the table, I'm out of everything. I'm like, if you're gonna move markets, like, you gotta relax. Like, you can't be like, we're not moving markets, me and you, right? You can't really be like that hyperbolic every 5 seconds about how you feel about things. So and I like, for me, it's like, okay, well, do you think the bull run is done? Is that why you're taking money? Is you're taking all your positions off the table? Is like, and I just don't think that's the case, right? So it's a red day. All right, it's a red day, no problem. Like, a lot of what I'm holding is already really low. Am I really going to pull out now? It's like, no, I don't think it's over. So like, why would I do that?
Yeah, I see. I feel the same way. By the way, I just pulled up some statistics about base for those who are still sidelined like me, and I don't really know what needs to happen for me to get into it. Like, I don't understand why I'm not jumping on this, but just some statistics to back up what you're saying, Mina. The volume of the stable coins and TVL and the number of users, it's gone up astronomically in the last like month.
Right.
Like, it's been crazy. So, I mean, I just searched up base stats on Twitter, and you can really see some amazing, the DEX volume on base. I mean, this is crazy hyperbolic growth. Like, this is the type of hockey stick growth we saw in Axie Infinity. We saw it in Zed Run. We saw it in Top Shot. Like, these are those types of percentage gains on these L1s and L2s that are happening. So, like, I agree with you. We still have more time to go. But what I don't agree with, not with you, but like in terms of my strategy, is I got to cut my losses, because the Costco hot dog that I invested a bunch of money in, I'm not betting it comes back. I'm betting it goes to zero. Like, you got to like be able to be like, dude, it can always go lower from here. Like, it's not like it can't go any more lower from here. It's definitely going to bounce. It's like, dude, you invested in a Costco hot dog. Like, it does not have to bounce. Like, it's different than like base or like a core position in like an established community like Bitcoin Puppets, which we'll talk about in the ordinals section of the show. But like, for me, that's like kind of like realizing, like, brother, like, you're down 50%, and like, You need to get out or you're going to be down 90%. You know what I mean? And that's the cruel part about the meme coins that becomes this like mental anguish of like when it's going down, there's really no stopping when the party's over. And like, you know, I was trying to use Whiff as like the torchbearer for the meme coin window.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the case really.
It's not
It wasn't necessarily the case. I do think it kicked it off, but like typically there's like a couple of coins that like are moving and then people really get into it. I do think there's like these 72-hour trading binges on Solana that are insane. People make a disgusting amount of money, then they lose it all, you know, and then it's like it kind of like it goes back and forth. I'm so excited for the next one. Honestly, it's some of the most fun I've ever had in crypto, by the way. Like it's insane. My dad is in it, my brother's in it. We're watching charts all day. Like it's another level that
We're
NFTs.
getting into football.
Yeah.
As a family.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but your family's different. I don't think anybody like is just watching charts together on the big screen. But the Tyronis are different beasts. I gotta give them that. I think your dad was in our chat being like, "Dude, you gotta man up. Believe in something." I was like, "Whoa, this is crazy." I can't believe Roman has red pilled his father into him being like, you got to sack up, man. You got to just be better than this.
No, it was not like, it's like so much.
Amazing.
It's
like, amazing.
It's that green candle vibe, right? Like when you see your first green candle and you invested like $500 into something and it's just ripping, it's just like, and then everyone else is like posting memes. You're like getting hype. Everyone's making money. It's like some of the most euphoric like vibes I can conjure, you know?
It is
like,
vibes. I will say, like, for me, the thing that makes it a little bit why I'm not like dying, right? Like on Saturday and Sunday, I just tried to like kind of step away. I took really bad positions, and then Monday they were not good. So like it's not like I walked out and I was like, oh, this is awesome. I'm doing great. But at the same time, I'm like, I will say like some of the time it feels like this is just like, again, you're going to the casino. Just throw it on the table, see what happens. If it hits, it hits. If it doesn't. Like, I will say, like, on base, I feel a little bit different because my mental is just different going into that ecosystem. Like, hey, I'm trying to actually pick winners. I'm not trying to like, hey, I'll ride this for a day. I'm like, hey, why am I doing this play?
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, for instance, like Degen is a big thing for me. Like, I got out of like a thing called Normie, which is a meme coin. And I'm just riding Brett and Degen. Degen is just straight up like, I think it's a utility play. So I'm like,
I mean, it's powering an L3 on Farcaster at this point. Like, it's
exactly.
It's far beyond me.
Entire social network, right? To actually be able to like reward each other and gift each other and like basically a tokenized economy for Farcaster, right? Which is Web3.
Yeah, you could do tips. And like, by the way, also, Mina, we actually have a lot of people in here right now. Yeah. And excited, by the way, if you haven't joined us before, you're new to the show. We're doing this. We've been doing this for years. Mina has built companies. He's made more money than you can ever imagine in this space.
I've also been robbed for more money you could ever imagine. But God bless.
No, well, we're two guys not financial advising hard right now. But welcome to the show. Excited to have you all here. But continue on, Mina.
Yeah. So I think, you know, like you have to go into situations and be like, hey, this is not the end all be all. Or like, or else you're really gonna lose your mind. Like you will not be able to actually do life. It's hard, right? Like you won't be able to step away from the screen if this is gonna be the end all be all. And you gotta be able to disassociate a little bit from it. But so we talked a little bit about the meme craze. Again, I don't think it's a red day. We're not going to have green days every day, but you're right. Like, I don't think you can hold positions that you are not super convicted in on red days. I think it's hard. It's really hard.
Yeah. I mean, and also that relative strength, right? Like, how are your conviction plays performing on days that the rest of the market is not? Like, looking at that relative strength, seeing what's holding up. I think right now too, like a lot of like what I believe in personally is like, this is like a nice Ethereum bottom. Like there's like a lot of like, it has relative weakness in the market, which kind of sucks. In a strong market, it does have relative weakness, which is a little scary for me. Well, but I also do believe that like CryptoPunks and a lot of the art out there is really good low bets right now that you can get that 10x, you know,
Yeah.
in a really big bull market. So that's been my kind of, those were my plays. I want to
Wait, let me
pivot.
let me
Oh, go
let me
ahead.
talk about Ethereum a little bit, because actually I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
went yesterday. I went to the Palm Studios. It's an
Hmm.
L2. It's now officially become an L2 on Ethereum. It came out of Consensus, which is a
Hmm.
company started by Joe Lubin, basically an Ethereum incubator. He pumps out, Ethereum dApps and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So Joe Lubin, one of the co-founders of Ethereum, speaking at this pre NFT NYC event yesterday,
Hmm.
and he talked about actually what he's bullish on in Ethereum, and what he thinks about the Ethereum ETF, or potential Ethereum ETF that's supposed to be ruled on by the SEC at
Oh,
the
I
end.
can't wait to hear this because I'm nervous about it.
Okay, so a couple things that he's talking about. Yeah, so that was the event. A
Mhm.
couple. I actually am going to probably do another post about it, because these are some of the things that he talked about. They asked him what are things that need to be fixed on Ethereum. He said fix staking. So he doesn't like the fact that staking is capped at 32 ETH. He believes it needs to be more. He believes that because it's capped at 32 ETH, there are too many validators on the network. So it needs to be fixed so that more users or more validators can stake more
Mhm.
Ethereum, more than 32 ETH. So that's a big thing for him. So the potential for more validators on the network will make it more congested. He doesn't like that. Statelessness on Ethereum protocol will continue to evolve. He talks about vertical trees versus Merkle trees.
Merkle trees, yeah.
Merkle trees, zero clue what the hell that means. I'm not
Right.
a crypto scientist, but look it up. I'm sure it's important. Take excess security to enable other networks. So basically, renting out the security of Ethereum to other networks that want to be more secure. Really cool. And then he talked about the idea of the Ethereum ETF
Mhm.
being being approved by the SEC, and he thinks actually will be delayed in May.
Yeah,
And
yeah, I think it'll be delayed too.
and that delay would probably cause obviously a drop in
It might be
price.
priced in, honestly.
The delay,
I think it's
maybe
priced in. Like
it's
sharp
potential.
traders are trading off that, and it's going to be in the next month or so. Like the poly market has it as 20% approval chance. Like I
Right.
can't imagine that it's not
Okay,
priced
so
in.
I didn't know what
The
I
odds
didn't
were.
know about that stat. Yeah, what the odds
Yeah.
were, but so most people think it will be priced in. I guess. Disproved, as you say, um, and then they'll go to court, they'll fight it, and then at some point it will be approved, right? Like again,
Mhm.
if BlackRock's behind it, they want it. Most probably going to happen, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah,
So
I mean, it's a question of if, not when. I mean, we
not
live
if.
in a capitalist society. You see how much money these people are making on the Bitcoin ETF. It's absurd. Like,
Right.
it's not. So this is just to give you. This is called poly market, guys and gals out there. Like, it's an interesting like betting market for crypto. It's like real world outcomes. I don't
Right.
know. It's just another piece of information you can use to forecast the future. So, following the BTC approval, there was an 80% chance that the Ethereum ETF would be approved. And now, since then, we've dropped all the way to 19%
Right.
chance. That's yes. So interesting stuff. If you want to look at politics too, you can kind of forecast the election and different things there. But anyway, we'll get
Yeah.
into that later as we approach that time of year. Um,
Yeah. So I was curious about that. That was interesting on what he said, and I think he said like you said, long term, he believes it would be approved, and that will be obviously really bullish in terms of more institutions getting into the Ethereum ecosystem, and staking some of that money that they're putting into Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So that was a cool event. We'll talk about NFT NYC probably at the end of the show, but that was a really important part of the night yesterday.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I wish I was there. I'm bullish on ETH, I'm bullish on Sol as well. But the young man, I got to tell you, there's something about Ethereum that I love. I feel like I love the culture. I love the art. I love the community. I love its provenance. I love what it means to the digital arena as a whole. Like I love Ethereum, and maybe it's because I entered in 2021 and I'm biased, but I really am enjoying being a crypto punk. I know it sounds weird, but it's the first community that I've felt like I'm connecting with in a way. Like I see kind of the utility of like people all around the world repping a punk. There's different circles I have access to. Like it's like kind of like everything else is a derivative of that. Like I'm starting to see it. I usually I'm anti-community, and this could be my Achilles heel. Like finally, I'm a sucker, and I'm
Right.
going to lose the most money on this. But like for me, I've been really. I got to tell you, like I'm in. I'm in.
Yeah, I'm still bullish on punks. The thing about punks is they never did anything, right? So there's never
Yeah, they
been
don't need to do anything.
any
Mhm.
expectation. They don't need to do anything, and they should
Right.
continue to do nothing other than being the I guess the top tier.
They're a
Like
symbol. They're a symbol,
symbol,
right? Like
right?
they're a symbol, right? Like yeah. So
Yeah,
like I hear you. That's the ultimate bull case, right? Like that's like they're elevated past like company wide
needing
shit.
to do anything exactly, and I think that ultimately it's always a safe, in my opinion, always a safe place to be. I am curious to hear your thoughts. Like, do any other collections separate themselves on Ethereum this run?
On Ethereum, I can't speak to. I would imagine that there's room in the market for a new Ethereum, but it's difficult, right? Because like most of the Ethereum projects that are running, like it would have to be an art project because like building on Ethereum right now, there's only really two reasons why you do it directly, right? Number one is the provenance that you want it directly on the L1. The
Yep.
other part of it is like the security, like you mentioned.
Yep.
Everything else is covered by an L2, right? Like like if you have utility in your NFTs, you're building gaming, you're building DeFi, you're building, all these different things. It makes more sense. So to answer your question, I'm not sure, and I hope there is, and we'll see. But certainly, I think this is actually a good time to bring up the Ordinals ecosystem
Yeah.
and talk a little bit about that. I had, not to toot my own horn here, but I'm not shy. I will. I had a monster poll go up. Like this is the biggest poll I've ever even had in my life.
Well, I want to see it. Let's see it.
It was a question. I'm curious to get your answer, and we'll see what the people felt like. What is the punks of Bitcoin? Right? That was the question that I prompted in the poll, and I'll share the results. But Mina, what do you feel like is the punks of Bitcoin? Is it, where do you stand on that?
I think from what I've seen, it's still node monks. I want to say puppets, but I think puppets are more of the BAYC of this run for ordinals. And node monks is probably the crypto punks.
So here's what we had. We had 1,500 people.
Wow. You
vote.
see, this is the power of a punk putting up. We would never get that. We'd never get it. The commoners and the poor would never get 1,525 votes on a punk.
Relax.
2 hours left.
Would you stop? Relax. You got a lot of engagement on your last.
I agree. I agree with you. But all I'm saying is the commoners and the poor would never receive this many votes.
All right, would you stop? The results are here. I asked, what is the punks of BTC? We got node monks finishing. So the market agrees with you. Yeah. Then you have BTC puppets.
Other? Who's voting for other? What the hell is the other?
28%. Dude, you know who's voting for other? Your Nat Cats, dude.
Oh, we like
the frogs. So you get the frog.
The frogs,
so here's one thing I noticed. You see all these punks own the nodes monks?
Yeah.
So like I feel like it's kind of biased because I'm asking what is the punks of BTC, and all these guys who own punks on Ethereum are like taking credit for the punks of BTC, but like what really would be the punks of BTC is like an elevated organic community that has nothing to do with the Ethereum punks in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like true. I don't know.
I will say there was a point last week where node monks was coming down to 0.5.
Yeah, it's at that now.
While puppets were going up to 0.3, 0.33.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is going on here? Right.
Yeah. I know it's a little crazy.
That didn't last though. That didn't last.
Here's what you're obsessed with.
Nat Cats. I'm obsessed with Nat Cats.
The Nat Cat army comes and shows out for Mina. It's crazy.
Yes. We're all just purring together or some shit. I don't know what's it called.
Yeah, you're purring together. Yeah, you're making cooing sounds.
Cooing
This is a person who made mosaics of Nat Cats and punks. Like, it's funny because this is a Bitcoin shroom, by the way. This
Oh,
is a
really?
Bitcoin mushroom. It was bought for
I
two
see that.
Bitcoin. So yeah, these are all, comments on my thread. Not to flex, but these are. It's not my timeline
By
here.
the way,
These are all.
you are one of the most humble people in crypto.
Yeah, thank you.
You're up there with Beanie. You and him, right?
So
humility.
it seems like the Bitcoin shrooms to me are really interesting because of the not needing to do anything. But there's only 222 of them.
There's too little of them.
And they're 2 Bitcoin a piece. Where are you at with your puppets? For those who don't know, Mino, longtime puppet holder. He's rode this wave up. Where are you at with the pups? What's the thought there?
I'm gonna probably get another one.
Whoa.
On this downtick a little bit. Trying to grab one again at like under 0.2 if possible.
Okay, under 0.2 is the target. So today I made the executive decision I was thinking very much to buy a Node Monk.
Wow, they're under 0.5.
Yeah,
wow.
Because not because I have any dry powder left. All my bags are down, and I was getting scared. Now people can see the little dots on my screen. This is a little bit obscene, but the cost, like Costco, is like down badly. I want to do some chart watching if that's cool. Like just bring up some couple charts.
But just zoom in a little bit because can't see it.
Okay, cool. Let me get one that I actually care about. Let's get Nub out here. So I was thinking about getting a Node Monk, and then I looked at the Nub like across the meme coin ecosystem, and everything is down. You know what I mean? Like obviously, right? Like so when everything is down in the ecosystem, it's not really scary to me, right? Because it's just like a down day, like you were saying. So you're trying to find like.
So by the way, this is why I'm still holding cost right now, because everything's down. So if everything is down, then I'm not freaking out. But if my one thing is down, I need to get the hell out of it.
That's why I bought Bohm, because Bohm is green on a red day. But Bohm has always been good to me.
I know, but here's the thing about Bohm. I think it's there. I think it's green because people are going there for safety.
A flight to quality.
Yeah. But once there's an uptake, I think Bohm has just been steady like this. And at some point, I think it explodes, right? But I do think right now people are just there for just flight's quality. And then once you start getting green again, you get the proceeds out of Bohm to go elsewhere. That's what I'm thinking about Bohm, but keep going.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And that's what happened last time. Like I was in Bohm and it wasn't moving and like everyone was making 5Xs and then I switched my Bohm to X. But like think about relative downside to upside. Like not financial advice. But like if you're saying the downside of Bohm is like it's like pretty flat in a market that's going down, but it's still a meme coin called Bohm that could like explode. Like for me, I think that's worth it. At least had it like while I wait for like, my next.
No, I think so. Thing. I agree. I like your thought process, but I wouldn't like it in my position where one of the things that I'm in is down 60%. So I'm like, I'm not getting out at 60 while everything else is down. I'm going to wait at least till maybe we get to 40% down and then okay, fine. No problem. And then
you're still on cost.
Something of quality. Yeah.
My question also to you though is like, because the question really was like Node Monk or Bohm. And it's a question really to me of liquidity.
Yeah.
And for me, I had to go with the higher. I'm in the make it all back mode right now, which is a terrible place to be, by the way. But if you're out there and you know what I'm talking about, we're not going down without a fight. I'd rather, this Solana game.
The person that can do it that I believe in is you. But
thank you very much.
You're still a crazy ass dude.
I know. Well, with that being said, I think it was a good learning lesson for me. Like, it was funny because Mina was really nice. You gave me a compliment calling me a great trader. And I looked at Renee and I was like, wow, I can't believe that's such a nice thing he said. Like, that's definitely the top. True. And that was the top. I should have sold as soon as you told me that. because then all of a sudden I'm like over trading and trusting myself too
I
much.
think I jinxed you.
Yeah, it's your fault. Thanks. You're
I was
complimenting
no, I
me.
will say like I was just there. Like typically, again, you're not going to win everything. You're not going to
No,
win everything. You will
no.
never win. You will never win everything. But I do think out of all the people that I know in the space, which we know a lot of people, right? Like you have a good sense of the market, right?
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
Which makes you make conviction plays. You
Mhm.
go hard,
100%.
and you see how it works
Yeah, it
out or
works
whatever.
out. You live and die by your own strategy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And I think we're both like sitting pretty cozy in this market. We've seen what a bear market looks like. I think even if rates, because there's some talk about rates, maybe you want to jump in and talk about that. The odds of a rate cut has actually decreased pretty significantly
yeah,
over the last week or so, which has
yeah.
affected both the stock market and the crypto market. And that's something that really doesn't phase you and I so much, as we were part of rate hikes for the
Yeah.
last 2 years. You know what I mean? So what are your thoughts on that?
For me, honestly, I hope we don't get rate cuts until
Mm,
Q3 of next year. It's not next year, this year. But we were going to get them early June. Maybe we won't at this point. Maybe they wait till the fall. And the reason is like, man, once that happens, look, things are already on an uptick. Stocks are all-time high. You're getting Bitcoin still at like 60K. We haven't even cut rates yet. Once rates are cut, like every asset that you find to be, risk or high, of high value, it's just going to skyrocket, and you're going to get back into the problem of having inflation again, right? Like
right.
you just don't want to do it. So I give them props. Like I hope they continue to be calm, even if they do a rate cut, they don't do all of them back to back because I think that would be stupid. I think you don't want to just get into cycles of every year and a half they got a higher rates and lower rates, and it's like you just want to get to equilibrium a little bit and let the market chill out. So, and I'm fine with that. Like for me, if Bitcoin can stay between 60 and 80,
Hmm.
that's a fine place for us, right? Like
Yeah.
fine place in the market. People won't be so hyperbolic, but they also won't be so cautious, and people can keep, accumulating in this market. That's how I look at it.
I agree with that. And by the way, if you're watching right now and you're enjoying what you're hearing, make sure to subscribe to Brandverse on LinkedIn. Follow me and Mina on Twitter. The content game is being stepped up this year. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're coming with a big changes in May. I'm not going to make the announcement yet. I'll be back in New York. But anyway, give us a follow on Twitter if you're watching. Thank you for tuning in with us. We're going to extend the show a little bit longer for another maybe 5-10 minutes here as more new viewers roll in. Very exciting time as we head into the halving, as we head into the possible ETF approval, as we head into the election, and then finally, as we head into this kind of rate, seeing where the rates go. I do think that a lot of commentary has been about when retail will get here and where is retail in this cycle and what's the correct barometer for retail. And I'm curious to hear your take on this, Mina. For me, I'm looking at Doge price. I think Doge is an interesting index on the meme coin market and retail's involvement in at least crypto, not necessarily NFTs, but certainly crypto. I think the Coinbase ranking on the App Store is another interesting one that people bring up here and there. This is called like the top. Like that's like a flash in the pan moment. Like there are obviously more gradual indicators that you can track as crypto becomes more pervasive, right? But those are two of the things that I'm looking at. What are you looking at?
Yeah, I would include also Coinbase stock price, right? Like Coinbase stock price.
Wow, it's chugging along, man. I was buying options over the summer. I should have just let it rock and bought spot.
Yeah, so
It's it was
you
at
have
65 when I was buying
yeah,
it.
we were looking at in March. No, wait, this was a week ago. Okay, so a week ago, I think it was the highest it's been in 6 months. Yeah, so that was a week ago. That's funny.
It's
And
trading like a crypto coin.
it is well, it's trading along with Bitcoin. That's what it's doing.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
it's true.
so,
It's almost like a better multiple,
yeah, 100. Yeah, maybe.
maybe.
Um, so
Go to the 1 year
yeah, the 1 year.
and
Yeah,
maybe do it in like, yeah, because I was trading it in
'cause
August 2023. Yeah. Or a little
So
before then, yeah. Yeah, it's
yeah,
100.
so
Yeah, so it's doubled, and I think Bitcoin has doubled, right? So
no,
that
it's
makes sense.
more than doubled since you were trading it.
No, I was trading it when it was in the 60s.
Right, right. Oh
So
shoot. Wow.
yeah, I was
Okay.
trading it there. I was trading
So
it
that
like
was
in
yeah, so that
July,
was June, July. Yeah.
and I was buying options that expired on the weekly because I'm a degenerate.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
and
So,
uh, and it went to zero. So that's a sick move by me. But
yeah, so you
happy to be
so
blind spot.
I would say like indicators, like you said, uh Coinbase stock, right? It's essentially following the path of Bitcoin up. You have honestly, it's like for me, like the indicator for retail is Coinbase stock. Honestly,
Mm,
like, that's how I look at it. I don't think Doge, as much as like I bought a small bag, but like it's not a huge indicator for me. It's more of I would say downloads, usage of Coinbase, how much they're in the news, stuff like that. And honestly, my indicator is how many people reach out to me and say, "Hey, what should I be buying?" And I've like
yeah,
last week, I had a couple of mainstream friends be like, "Hey, I got a small bag. What do I do with it?" And I'm like, "Welcome."
yeah. I had a couple people, and these are a little bit more adventurous. We're not where, you know, Bo, Jim, and Bob are all involved in it. These are like more of my like adventurous friends.
Yeah.
And my dad is like definitely an early adopter of tech, and he's he's been aware of Bitcoin for a long time. So I don't know if that's necessarily a correct indicator for me. Let's just do a quick market overview here. We have Bitcoin trading at 65,570, Ethereum at 3263. These are like scary now that I'm like reading them. These are like lower than I thought in my head.
Wait,
So
can you zoom in a little bit? Like Soul, by the
okay,
way, the funny thing is it's literally down. What is it down? Soul's down what? 5%?
4%,
4% in
5%.
the day? Yesterday it was literally 200.
Yeah, it was. I mean, Solana, and I mean this to a lot of people, and I've been saying this to some of the advanced CoinDesk traders and people that I know that work at Coinbase here, and they're like, Solana is going to make a lot of millionaires this year, but it's also going to take that money away from them really quickly. You know what I mean? It is a
100%.
it is a money come money go type of vibe there, and you have to be careful in that ecosystem. A lot of green, a lot of volatility. So it's definitely more of a risk. I mean, we're in crypto, everything's risk on, but like, I expect to see a lot of millionaires minted and then a lot of millionaires returned to buyer after that.
I will say, like, so the last 2 weeks,
Yeah.
right? We've still been trading meme coins. It all started with Nick and Rich and all this other crap. I think
Yeah.
4 weeks
Who
ago,
could forget?
whatever it was, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I full transparency, I'm still even. I'm literally just still even. And honestly, I'm not that upset because I will like there's so many plays you try to make to like double, triple, regardless. They just don't work out. So for the fact that I'm still even since like we did really well that week, I'm like, all right, that's fine because it really is like a slot machine, a Solana. And I do think there's a way to crush it, but it's easier said than done because you just think you're better than the market, and oftentimes you're just not.
Yeah, you're not. And also it's the same thing about like being a talented gambler. Does that exist? Is it like, sometimes this market gives and takes, and you have to temper your greed. You
Right.
need to figure out where your goals are. What, like, headed into this bull run, you and I, we spend 80 hours a week in crypto, right? So, between our jobs and what we do in our free time, it's around 80 hours a week in crypto.
Yeah.
So that means that even though we know all of the risks involved, we're not impervious to greed, right? So for me, I went into this bull run with very clear number that I want to achieve, right? By Christmas. And any move that I do needs to be working towards that. Doesn't mean, okay, I'm investing 30 grand in this and I need a 20x and my goal is done. No, it's how can I incrementally work my way towards this goal if market conditions continue to push there, and God forbid it doesn't. Am I okay to wait another 2-3 years to get back to that goal, right? Like, do I want to sit in Costco hot dog for 2.5 years? Just not an option. That's not happening. And you know what? I'm never eating another hot dog again, bro.
You're
Let me tell
really
you.
hot on the hot dog, man.
Nah, let me tell you something, man.
You are not happy about
You know
it.
what makes me sick? You know what literally makes me sick? Becoming a community member. When you're down so bad, the other people in your chat are like, we got to create some memes. Let's get the word out. And I'm just like, oh no, I've stayed too long. This is not where I want to
I
be,
will
man.
say your one kryptonite in this market is community. You hate it above anything.
I hate.
You-
I can't with a community. I just can't listen. I know it's interesting because like I'm a community. I surround myself with communities of traders, right? And people that are down to make money. Like I have my Asian traders, I have my American traders, I have my Europors. But like with the whole thing with like the bun stays on, like this thing's going to 150.
The thing is literally in the 24-hour window, you're the one spreading this garbage. Please somebody go look at Roman Taroni's tweets. I gotta go there. Wait.
It's so bad, man. It's the emotional. First of all, Nub had amazing memes. If anybody was in Nub, like when it was ripping, the memes were just like couldn't be better. And that's part of the fun, okay? I maybe if you know what, fine. If I'm calling a kettle black or coffee calling whatever the term is, then yeah, I deserve it. But when it's not going good and it's part of the community, oh god.
Let's see.
Oh god.
My friends
this
are
is
my
tough.
Glizzy support group.
Yeah.
Get your
This is tough. This is gonna be a tough. Oh
friend, Drew
no!
Austin. Love to see it.
Oh
Hey,
no!
do
This is
diligence.
tough. This is oh my god!
Look,
That's by the way sold price. The
Betty
founder
Lads,
of Costco.
all-time high.
Oh, that's not even my nub feed. Yeah. All right. Listen, I'll wear that. I'll wear that.
The funny thing is like how I know the funny when you're tweeting this, I'm like, this guy hates this stuff, but he is so in the moment where he's just like, the bun stays on. It's never leaving.
It's so bad, man. It's so I don't even know who that person is.
Oh.
I don't even know.
I saw a
that
tweet.
person
This
is.
was not from you. I saw a tweet that said these red candles are not candles. They're ketchup. They're ketchup.
Oh, yeah, that's a tough look. And also, like, wait till Asia wakes up, which is your line, by the way. Whenever Mina has a red day, he's like, wait till Asia wakes up. They love the cat. Yeah. They love Costco.
They're gonna love my shitty token. They're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Out of all the things, out of the 1,000 things they could buy, they're gonna buy my thing.
Yeah, 100%. An American company that makes hot dogs. Why wouldn't Asia love it, right? Makes sense. I have to say, man, it's been a crazy. Like when you rationalize the red, like as a group, it's like it's coiling. Like this correction is like healthy. You know what I mean? Like the
no.
we're down 70%.
I love the chart graphing. The chart graphing. I was like, this shit has never worked ever. It's never. No. It's like, but just once these things come together like this, like that, we're out.
I gotta show, and this is no shade to whoever shared this. There's no way they're gonna see it. If they do, I'll wear it. I love this analysis.
I love Bunchu.
Bunchu, he's our main guy who gives us the analysis, right? Bunchu's amazing.
But by the way, sometimes it actually works, and it looks like magic. And then
this is it does, and but this one is very funny because it can either go up or it can go down. Understood. Okay, that's some great analysis right there. There's two options here, fellas.
And the reason we show.
Oh, excuse me. How do I get this off?
I got it off. I got it.
Okay, good. Thank you.
And the reason why we talk about these things is because like this is actually when we talk about community, this is our community, and this is how we stay alive. I don't think it's possible to do this stuff without these sycophants
in the trenches. I mean, we're in the trenches.
Sycophants with you in the trenches doing this because it makes you do irrational things, and the only way to do this is to be semi-rational.
You have to be married to the game as well. Like it's like a lot of people who are coming in right now are like it's kind of new, and it's like they're like, what's the next play? What are we doing? And it's like there's no rush. Like when you see it, you'll know. Like it's not like you're, it's I think to the new people out there who are joining us in this crypto world, the pace is very fast, yes, but it's longer than you think. And keeping that in mind as the market matures in this bear market, Mina, and we have let's close the show in 3 minutes here.
Yeah.
What by the way, thank you all for joining us. Where do you think we are in this bull cycle?
Well, I was timing it along with rates. So if rates are not, if rates get delayed till 3 months, I think we kind of
chop.
Yeah, no, I don't think we drop. I think we just
chop.
Yeah, it's very going to be. I think it will be very choppy for a while. Yeah. And
it's tough to trade chop, by the way.
I still think, by the way, rates control everything, as you can see, right? Like just the idea of rates not
nuked the market today,
just destroyed it. So again, if you're in just if you're in the big three, right? Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, I'm sitting comfy. If you're in memes and crap like that, it's like, okay, it's okay. Like it depends on which ones you're in, right?
I'm
like,
in BOEM, and I just cringed because I'm in BOEM. But let me tell you something. If you're in memes, because we're gonna get a bounce, ladies and gentlemen. That's the thing. Maybe not financial advice, but like if we get a nice little bounce and we go back up, the vibes could be up.
The sick part is the sick thing is about this. I want to just show a graph. What was I looking at the other day where I'm like, this was yesterday. Why? Like, how is this market like this? Like, what can I show that will show how sick this community is? Okay, so this was what, 2 days ago? Like, if you look at Mew, there's like a 50% cut in just market cap. This is across the board, 50% cut all over the place. It's sick. Like, we're sick people. I will say, like, that's what you should know about everybody that does this. We're all sick people.
Yeah, 100%. And it seems like a lot of people are pointing to base, and it gets deeper and deeper. Show me the layer 4, baby. Let's get deep.
I'm not investing if it's not a layer 4.
Yeah, exactly. So, don't show it to me if it's not a layer 4.
I think I read when Mike Duda's tweet. He's like, how are we on layer 3? What happened to the L2s? The L2s were fine. What are we doing on 3?
I have to say, too, man, like, we wouldn't even talk about, like, we're so far from RWAs and like utility and actual gaming. Like right now, like we are my brain rot. And I said this 3 weeks ago when I made a bag on BOEM that I had cavities in my brain.
Can I show you something as you said that?
Yeah, let's see.
This is not about you. This is about me because it's hilarious. You're about to start something on RWAs. Look at this.
In the drafts. The drafts.
It's coming very soon.
It's coming.
It's being typed away as we speak.
Oh my God. The gun is loaded. The gun is being loaded. This guy with by the way, the LinkedIn game. I'm curious, by the way, shout out to our new listeners here. Where are our listeners coming from exactly?
I have actually zero clue. I don't know where these people come from.
Well,
I don't know if it's LinkedIn or Twitter or whatever. We just posted in a bunch of places, and
we hope some people show up. Listen, we've been doing this for over 2.5 years. Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, final thoughts on the Bitcoin halving, and then I have to meet my.
Wait. What were you? Wait, before I cut you off about the RWAs. What were you about to say? Like we're far away from it.
No. I was just saying that we're so deep in meme land, like actual utility and shit that's being built. We're just not talking about it. Like we're just not. And I don't want it. Frankly, I don't want to.
Show, you're like, hey, we're gonna start off with memes. Is that okay? We're just talking about memes.
We gotta like. I mean, I felt like I went through the freaking Battle of Waterloo this week. Like my fucking body hurts from going through that.
You took this one personally.
Oh my God, dude.
I think you texted in one of the groups on Monday morning. You're like, yo, man.
Oh yeah, no, I had that like reflective text, like it was a cry for help. Like it was like round trip my first meme coin. Like when you go 5x up on a meme coin and over trade it back to like honestly negative,
Yeah.
It just, and over the course of 4 days, it wasn't like in an hour. It was just a slow decline over hours. It was tough to stomach, man, honestly. And like, to be real for a second, like the mental health of these people, including ourselves, we do have to monitor each other and our buddies because people are losing everything, like doing this stuff. It's like, some of this stuff, it's fun and games. And like, I lost enough money this weekend where I literally felt sick. My stomach was in knots for like a good amount of day. And that means I've been doing too much. I think that like is a good reflective point where I need to chill a little bit, honestly. Or maybe take a day off and get back in there. But who knows? That's neither here nor there. We got a bag of bone. We'll see how it goes.
That's like literally as you're like, you know what? Maybe we take it. We're gonna keep going. I have watch Bohm the whole day and see that.
No, well, I'm chilling on Bohm until the next meme coin window opens up. Little quick thoughts about where I think we are in the bull market right now. Yeah. I think that the retail has not started paying attention seriously to crypto. Yeah. I think that there are a bunch of different steps that we can take. I think Coinbase has done an amazing job of getting crypto in a place that where people are respecting it. And I think crypto will be at the center of the election. We might even see a debate about crypto on that final debate stage between the Democratic incumbent and the Republican challenger come November, which whether you like it or not, any pub is good pub. Either way.
Crazy? You know what's crazy though about this country is I don't even think we're going to see a debate.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't even know why you say that.
Because I think they're both in like these weird positions where they're like, I don't need to.
Oh, interesting. Wow. Okay. Well, I wasn't thinking that. I'm still to the point where I 2 days ago I thought a hot dog was going to be president, so I'm still adjusting to real world circumstances here. So forgive me if my political acumen is quite low. All right. Well, I have to be at a dinner in 5 minutes. We have NFT NYC coming up. You'll be there. You might be there now.
I'm going to things all week, so if you're at NFT NYC, hit me up. Let's chat. Let's chill. Let's go to things. Yeah. Let's have fun.
Exactly.
Roman, we'll miss you.
Yeah, I have Paris Blockchain Week next week.
Yeah. Somebody was asking me if I'm going. I'm like, I'll just be conferenced out, so I won't be doing that.
Yeah. Why would you want to come to Paris with your buddy, hang out, eat a croissant? No big deal. But I'm excited for Paris Blockchain Week. You have NFT NYC. We have the Bitcoin halving coming up too. Major ramifications. We'll be back on Thursday at this time. If you want to chill with us and you like what you heard and you want to be part of the community, we will be live on Thursday at the same time on Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, and any other freaking piece of media you can think of.
Oh, by the way, if you're watching this, can you please do us a favor? Go like us on LinkedIn.
Yeah, go like us on LinkedIn and then maybe send me to some
Can you put it up? Because I'm having a coughing.
Where do I even put it up? The private chat?
Just put up like the Brandverse LinkedIn. Because I think if we can just get a couple of likes, we can host the show on LinkedIn, on YouTube.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'm gonna bring it up. If you're interested in connecting on anything cool that you think is coming up, typically we have people write in the comments, which is exciting. Would love to see more fan engagement. We have 144. We need 150 to start doing it on Twitter. I mean, on LinkedIn, right? So this
we need 6 more, guys. Just
6 more. Let's see if you're watching right now, go to Brandverse on LinkedIn. Let's see the number go up. Like a green candle. Show me a green candle right now, man.
This guy has a CryptoPunk. Just listen to him.
This looks like the meme coin market, man. Our numbers, dude. Our numbers, man. It's like really red. Yeah, it's bad. So if you're on there, let's see. I'm gonna do a hard refresh. See, it'd be really nice if people did. Okay, all right. When you get a chance, seems like you guys are a bit busy. No biggie. LinkedIn, Brandverse. I'll give it one more hard refresh. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't bother yourself and do what we asked.
We were just kidding. Please don't like anything that we did.
Yeah, but appreciate it. So on Thursday we'll be back. We got a lot going on. Happy trading. Maybe Node Monk vibes coming for me soon. The more I think about it and say it out loud, the more excited I get. Honestly,
I think I'm getting another puppet by the end of the day.
why don't you sell the puppets and join me in Node Monk land, and let's stunt. You saw the poll.
I know.
But you believe in the pups.
Yeah.
They've been good to you.
Yeah.
We'll talk more next show.
They
All right, guys.
A little bit more. So we'll see.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one on Thursday, same time. All right.
We appreciate you. Much love.
Much love.